how do you evaluate a house? How do you figure out if this is a house you actually want to make an offer on? Well, I like to break that evaluation down into 3 parts. The first part is the emotional part. How do you feel when you walk through the property? Does it flow well for you? Can you see yourself living there? Now, that's a very subjective evaluation, and that's something that only you can answer for yourself. The second part is I like to point out the 5 physical operating systems of the house, the ones that are most important and the ones that typically cost the most to replace or repair. The first, of course, is the foundation. We live in an earthquake zone. That's important to look at. The second is the roof. How old is it? What condition is it in? Is it leaking? The third is the electrical. How old is the electrical system in this house? In some houses, we have a lot of old houses here in San Francisco and in the Bay Area, and some of those electrical systems haven't been changed in many decades. The fourth is the plumbing. How old are the pipes? Are they leaky? What do the faucets look like? How's the drainage? How old is the water heater? And last but not least, of course, is the windows and doors. When were they last replaced? Are the doorknobs loose? Are the windows drafty? Are there locks on the doors and the windows? So those are the 5 physical operating systems that I recommend you look at as you visually walk through the property. Now, third, and probably most importantly, is actually the disclosure statement for the property. The disclosure statement contains everything related to this property, what the seller knows, what the natural hazard disclosures say, and so on and so forth. That can be anywhere from 100 to 300 pages sometimes, so I'll be covering that in a subsequent video. So those are the 3 parts of how to evaluate